Hey guys, I thought I'd do this quick North Carolina State versus Florida State analysis that I wrote down a few notes as I watched the game. I want to do this for the Florida State fans to subscribe when they saw the games from earlier or the videos from earlier in the year. And just some things that I saw here. I'm going to try to do a bridge version because I don't have much time, so I'm just going to do the main important things. I may even skip some of those and just get to the point. So first of all, this is Florida State's first game since the Bama game because of the storms and the hurricanes and all the stuff that was going on. They really haven't had an opportunity to play. So you can understand they'll be a bit rusty, and I think it showed in some of the ways and probably in some of their conditioning too. Florida State went 3-and-out on their first drive, and their offensive struggles, in my opinion, are what led to their loss in this game, 27-21. And the defense just didn't have time to catch up. Although the defense did give up a few things here and there that I was like, yeah, could have been better. Now, after Florida State went 3-and-out, North Carolina State had the ball for about 6 minutes on their first possession. They were really moving the ball down the field. But Florida State locked up in the red zone, and North Carolina State had to settle for a field goal. Now, at the 8-minute, 9-second mark, so I'm skipping ahead, Florida State, it was Florida State's possession. James Blackman, he's in because DeAndre Francois hurt. He was pressured. He throws the ball downfield over double coverage. And so that was a little interesting. He's like, hey, you better rain down a little bit. You get a little nervous. So they had to rein him in. Skipping ahead a little bit more, 7 minutes, 48 seconds. They went, Florida State went 3-and-out as well. I think they went 3-and-out again, or, yeah, they did go 3-and-out again. So they had to punt. North Carolina State's back on the ball, and they showed a lot of their trick plays and their offensive acumen, and it was pretty good. This is one of the reasons why they had Florida State's defense off balance at times. They had 2 tight ends, and it was like a little trick play, and they did a handoff to the running back who throws to a wide open guy for the first down and more. And so they really brought out a bag of tricks that complemented that natural running game well. Reminded me of Pittsburgh when they had Matt Canada. Not quite as innovative, but it was still pretty good. Where am I going next? 5 minutes, 20 seconds. They did a speed option, North Carolina State did, but Derek Noddy and the rest of that line stacked with the line of scrimmage. That was something that was consistent for Florida State. The defensive line played pretty well, except for the few times when maybe they got tired or they were inconsistent. 4 minutes, 4 seconds. Nice play action pass, fake design. So actually, they had another well-designed play for a little leap to the running back in the flat. The QB for NC State, he floats it out there a little bit too high. And it could have been a touchdown if the running back was taller. Speaking of that running back, number 1, Debo. Oh, not Debo. What's his name? Samuels. He is a really talented guy. Man, I didn't know they had that talent over there. And they had Roderick Hoskins in coverage. And I put LOL because I'm like, we know he's not the best coverage guy. That wasn't a good decision. At the 3-minute, 27-second mark, 3 minutes, 27 seconds on 4th down, NC State gets bold in the red zone, because they moved all the way down the field now. And they go for it on 4th down. They hand the ball up to that talented running back, Samuels. He gets contact at the line of scrimmage, but he was able to break through it a little bit and dive for the touchdown. Man, talented guy. Now, let's see where we're going next. 1 minute, 19-second mark. Like I said, I'm jumping ahead. James Blackman hits Alden Tate on a little wide receiver screen, but he makes Alden Tate turn around a little bit, has to flip around to catch it. But he still gets 9 yards. If he had caught that ball with momentum, he probably would have had more. But that's things you got to work on with a young quarterback. Now then, Florida State starts to hand the ball off to Cam Akers a little bit, and they're showing why he was a 5-star prospect. But on this particular play, he makes a mistake. He tried to bounce the ball because he had some success bouncing out earlier when he should have just run straight ahead for a touchdown. For a first down. So that's something you have to learn as a true freshman. 13 minutes, 56 seconds. A little dump to the running back or the fullback, number 26. He missed it, Blackman did, because he missed it behind, and so he wasn't able to get the ball. He was too juiced up, ball went behind. It would have been a nice little play, maybe a first down. 13 minutes, 52 seconds. The pressure gets to James Blackman immediately as Alec Eberle and Landon Dickerson were both beat with ease. These North Carolina State front 7 defensive linemen, they were good. But James Blackman, showing why he was such a talented guy, lays it out perfectly for Alden Tate on the left sideline. Easy catch as the DB was beat by like a step or two. And he put it toward the sideline, so it was away from the DB and up the field. So good job by James Blackman. That's a really hard throw to make, especially when you're pressured. Now, at the 12-minute, 28-second mark, James Blackman hits Alden Tate in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. He hit a slant behind the cornerback's zone, Ball was placed, no, the linebacker's on. The ball was placed perfectly over the linebacker's head and in front of Alden Tate, where he had to stretch his hands out for it. Excellent play. Didn't have to leave his feet. Didn't have to slow down. Great job. He's going to be a good one in the future. I see why they recruited this guy. 10 minutes, 21 seconds. Dive up the middle for three for Cam Akers. And look at his burst as he goes through there. 8 minutes, 47 seconds. Cam Akers looks a little hesitant on his run as he runs right into the defender. So that's something you have to work on. You have to be confident when you don't see anything. You got to make something happen. 8 minutes, 15 seconds. No. Skipping ahead a little bit more. Oh, no, that's right. 8 minutes, 15 seconds. Chubb on NC State, number 9, that defensive lineman. He's a talented guy. He made plays this whole game. One of the main reasons why North Carolina State won, he beats Derek Kelly with a little inside move. Too easy, gets pressure on James Blackman. But Jack Blackman still hits the hitch route. 7 minutes, 22 seconds. Good job by James Blackman to take off on the scramble when he sees space to get the first. But on the tackle, Chubb, number 9, again comes in there, strips the ball out. Great job, and recovers it well downfield. Hustler, too, this guy is amazing. And eventually, that leads to, well, no, let me see. Oh, yeah, NC State didn't really do too much with it, and so Florida State got the ball back. But when Florida State was in the red zone, they had to settle for a field goal, and that is one of the telling signs of why they lost this game. Inconsistency in the red zone leading to field goals, and they lost by 6 points. And they kicked 3 or 4 field goals, 4 field goals. Missed one of them. Yeah. And this was the one that they missed, actually, from 30 yards out. 1 minute, 47 seconds. Nice play design from NC State again as they fake the toss, and then the quarterback fires the ball back to wide receiver number 11. And they tricked him, though. So on the fake toss, the defensive back looked at the toss, stepped forward. But by that time, number 11 ran by him. Quarterback saw it, threw the ball right past him, put it on his body so that the wide receiver was able to get it and was able to keep running up the field. And even worse about this play was that number 11 made Derwin James miss the tackle. So Derwin James missing tackle was his breakdown. You know how you're supposed to break down and tackle the guy before you make a tackle? It was horrible. He did a horrible job at breaking down and let the guy run right by him. It was kind of sad to see, actually. And the watch number 11, the wide receiver who caught it, somersault into the end zone and stick his landing on his feet. That penalty was worth it after making that play. 1 minute, 29 seconds. Nice pass protection as James Blackman hits Keith Gavin on the out route. The ball is a little short as Keith Gavin falls to catch. So he's basically just inconsistent here and there. Blackman is sometimes he'll make a really good throw, sometimes he'll make an okay throw, and sometimes he'll just flat out miss. But that's expected from a true freshman. And this is one of the reasons why they lost. You know, you're young and you can't keep moving the ball for all these various reasons. But he definitely has the arm to make these throws. I mean, he's a talented quarterback. Skipping ahead a little bit more. 40 seconds left. Look at the time he had in the pocket, but he waited way too long. This is 40 seconds left in the first quarter, or maybe the third at this point. I mean, second. I think it is the second. It should be the second. Who knows? Maybe not. I'm going to keep looking. No, it's not the second. Oh, it is. It is. No, it was the second. I was right. But, yeah. He waited way too long to throw the ball. And Nyquan Murray was open on a little corner route toward the right pylon of the end zone. You have to anticipate that throw and throw it before Nyquan Murray starts breaking out there. He threw it after he saw Nyquan Murray breaking out there. Can't do that, and especially when your receiver's small. Because if you throw it high, trying to get it over the defender, he's not going to be able to catch it, and Nyquan Murray is small. So it just didn't work out. 0 minutes, 17 seconds. Watch Chubb bully Derek Kelly on a speed rush to sack James Blackman. Just go watch it. He doesn't even feel it coming, James Blackman. Just to you. He should have stepped up, and he was moving right. Because of that sack, they had to settle for a field goal. But they make it that time. But anyway, let's jump to the third quarter here. 13 minutes, 30 seconds. Horrible throw by James Blackman to Nyquan Murray on a little wide receiver dump off left. Too high and slightly behind. 13 minutes, 27 seconds. Florida State getting into the pistol formation now. 2 tight ends. Play action. Really good pass protection as James Blackman let Alden Tate develop his route. He lets it fly with perfect accuracy. Hits Alden Tate in stride. Only a little separation between Alden Tate and the DB, so it was a really good throw. A really good throw by James Blackman. So he's just inconsistent. He'll make great throws and then he'll make bad throws. But eventually, that drive stalled in a red zone again, and they had to settle for a field goal. I mean, this is troubling. I mean, defense did give up a few things here and there, but the offense has to convert in the red zone. I'm skipping down a lot now. 8 minutes 20 seconds. Why did I highlight this play? I don't know. Oh, because Florida State had a pick here. Derwin James jumped in the air and caught an interception, but it was overturned due to pass interference. I wasn't quite sure what the pass interference initially was. I have to go back and look at the play, but I wasn't sure based on the first play. So I thought maybe one of you would know what that play was about, and you could let me know. NC State keeps the ball, but then I think they had to punt it back anyway. So Florida State still got the ball back, so it didn't hurt them not getting that pick. But oh, wait, no. NC State didn't punt. They ended up kicking a field goal to stretch their lead to 20-13. So Florida State's defense actually locked up in the red zone as well and made plays when they needed to. They made a stop here, but that pick would have been even better as it would have kept it 17-13. 4 minutes 50 seconds in the third, or it may have jumped down. Yeah, in the third here. Incomplete pass, but nice improving by James Blackman after dropping the snap. He dropped the snap, turned around, and got rid of the ball, and he got hit by Chubb hard. Ball travels down the field for Gavin at a high point. So not only is he hit, falling backwards, throwing the ball after improving, but he threw the ball down the field with velocity at a high point just outside the right sideline. Excellent throw, even though it was incomplete. That's great. You even gave your receiver a chance. This guy has talent. Watch for this guy in the future. 2 minutes 55 seconds. Watch Nick Chubb just push. No, it wasn't Nick Chubb here. This was Josh Sweat. Watch Josh Sweat just push the left tackle with power. I just had to stop and say that. Nothing else on this play got me. I just had to say that. 2 minutes 14 seconds. A nice stretch run right for Cam Akers as he picks a hole and runs for the first down. Just another example of him showing his talent. 1 minute 46 seconds. Another run for Cam Akers as he powers through for 2 defenders for 3 yards. So they were trying to establish the run, take some pressure off Blackman. And the game was still close, so it was okay to do this. And sorry for screen shaking. I'm holding it in my hand and trying to do this before I go. 1 minute 8 seconds. Nice protection as James Blackman takes advantage of the one-on-one matchup with George Campbell on the defender. Ball lands in Campbell's hands. Pretty good throw and a nice catch. The ball could have been more toward the sideline, though, to keep it away from the DB. But it was still a really good throw as he hit him in stride. James Blackman. He's a good one. 33 seconds left. Blackman takes a sack as it looks like him and his wide receiver have some miscommunication. And unfortunately, that stalls him a little bit. But the fourth quarter starts. Then Chubb, on the next play, I think, sacks James Blackman as he ignores the QB run option. I think Chubb played his option assignment really well and just continued going out the quarterback. Wasn't faked. So just an individual play. Great play by Chubb to make that happen. 14 minutes, 20 seconds. James Blackman has good protection, and he tries Nyquan Murray, but he was too high. He has trouble hitting Nyquan Murray because James Blackman's 6'5", Nyquan Murray's about 5'8". It's hard to hit your receiver, and they had to settle for another field goal. See what I mean? Now the game's 20-16 instead of tied up. I'm skipping down a little bit more. NC State on this next possession, they must have gotten Florida State tired, or Florida State defense just became inconsistent. Maybe you can blame Charles Kelly. Who knows? But they started to give some runs, incomplete pass here and there. But NC State found just enough to get first downs, and they got some conversions, and they got down the field. And by the time they got down the field, Florida State's defense was tired. And at the 9 minute, 27-second mark, NC State had this nice formation, trips left with the running back, Samuels, that talented guy again, at tight end on the right side by himself, so nobody saw it coming. They did a shovel pass to him, and he walked right in the end zone. Florida State D-line looked tired. They rushed half-heartedly. Watch Brian Burns and Josh Sweat. Tell me they don't look like they're not rushing for real. And it was a fake pitch on that play again, so that play design, even from early in the game, was coming back to impact them. So yeah, they're in trouble now, 27-16. 8 minutes, 14 seconds. Play action fake rollout right as James Blackman throws to 22 wide open, but Chubb smacks him really, really hard, causing a bad throw. And he fell away on the throw because he saw Chubb coming. Chubb has gotten in his mind. The pressure has finally got to James Blackman. And a true freshman does not do good with the pressure unless you're Jalen Hurts. 7 minutes, 30 seconds. Nice blitz pickup and pass protection, but the pressure eventually gets to James Blackman as he's waiting on Nyquan Murray on a crossing route. It was too high. So another one too high for Nyquan Murray. He has trouble hitting him. accurately. Now, so they have to punt. NC State has the ball near their own goal line here, and this was could have been a turning point in the game if Florida State had been able to capitalize. But basically, they forced a safety by it was a high snap leading to a drop in the end zone. But the North Carolina State quarterback wisely knocks the ball out of the back of the end zone, giving up only 2 points on the safety instead of a touchdown to a defensive lineman recovering. So now it's 27-18. 6 minutes, 18 seconds. After a nice return, James Blackman on a fake tries to pass, but Cole Minshew, who's been getting beat a lot, as usual, he's beat and it forces an incompletion. 5 minutes, 55 seconds. Derek Kelly was agitated by something as he passes his left side before the snap, and he gets a false start. So mistakes are starting to pile up for them, and they can't really get the ball up. 5 minutes, 21 seconds. They're going for it on fourth down here. 4 wide receivers with the blitz comes through. But James Blackman evades the blitz and throws it up the field for Naquan Murray, and as you can guess, it's incomplete. And unfortunately for James Blackman, because he's a true freshman, because of the pressure, he misses wide open to his right. Jocks Patrick out on the flat. Probably would have been a first down if he got the ball to him. Nobody was near him. You have to know where your outlet is. You have to know where your outlet is, and he missed him. And now they had to get the ball back. 3 minutes, 31 seconds. They have an opportunity here because were they able to kick a field goal here? I'm not sure. Oh, and NC State, for when they punt, NC State has the ball. Florida State actually blocks the punt from NC State after they're not able to get. So the defense actually stepping up here, not being able to get anything going. They block the punt and they get into the red zone and they kick a field goal. The game's 27-21. Now Florida State has an opportunity with the ball again. The defense bailed them out. 3 minutes, 31 seconds. Rick Leonard destroyed by Chubb, the running back. The defensive lineman again. And I'm thinking about the running back from Georgia, but Chubb, the lineman from North Carolina State, he bears down on James Blackman. James Blackman throws too high and outside to Keith Gavin, who was open on a hitch route. You got to place that better as a quarterback. You have to don't make it hard for your receiver, but the receiver also has to catch that. So it was bad by both of them. They got to help each other out. 3 minutes, 10 seconds. The pressure gets to James Blackman again as he tries Keith Gavin again for the third straight time. So I didn't even detail the second straight throw. He threw to him 3 straight times, but he was open though, so it would make sense. But the ball was behind. The pressure had just got to him. He couldn't make it happen anymore. Wait. So they hadn't kicked the field goal yet. This is where the field goal came in because they were in field goal position after blocking the punt. So now they kicked the field goal. It's 27-21. So the defense helped them out here. Now they're only down by a touchdown. Now all they need to do is make one stop. And this is maybe where you can blame Charles Kelly. So they get 2 straight run stops here, and they do a great job. They get all the leverage. They're not getting pushed around. Great job. Watch Josh Sweat just pushing into the backfield with his power at the 2 minute, 16 second mark. They're doing it. But then, this is the play that broke the camel's back. 1 minute, 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 3rd and 7. On a run, North Carolina State gets the first down. They run. And this is where the issue came in. Derwin James blitzed from the slot, and he vacated his area where the run went. On his blitz, because he blitzed in that spot, there was nobody there to stop the running back from running right into that spot and getting up the field. He was blocked out of the play by the lineman's body and ended up in the first down run. North Carolina State ran up the clock. Good game, North Carolina State. Unfortunately for Florida State, they couldn't pull out the win. But that's the game.